What is today's stream about? So today, I am actually going to be streaming about adding feature flags to a Golang project. To a Golang project, but one inspired by PHP framework that I really love. And I know Casual Con's seen a lot of PHP. It's all me inspired. I'm not even that good at PHP, as I'm sure you know by now, but like I like the language. I find it interesting. So I was really afraid to go into Go. And so I like found this thing yesterday and I was like, oh, whatever, we're going to try this. So we'll be on an adventure together today. Yeah, I still miss it. I was going to probably go into cybersecurity if I would have chose that path, but I don't remember anything else. Just a little CSS. Sorry, Slurpee, you and me were in kind of the same area. I know so very little, about this kind of stuff that I think it's fun to just kind of explore together. I think there's something really, really cool there. I'm going to change my layout though. General, how can I hide the virtual background recording hotkeys layouts? How do I hide? Oh, whatever. It doesn't matter. I don't think it matters. Hide. Edit. Oh, whatever. It's fine. I'm going to change the setup that I have here though. I'm going to get down here. How am I on white mode? Okay. We're going to switch it up. We are on dark mode. We have switched. We are here. I don't know. Why am I not on dark mode? That's the real goal. Let's go universal dark mode. I'm here. I'm here for you. Night shift, dark mode. There we are. We will solve the problem for everybody. And if you're just coming onto the stream, welcome. I think you can move the screen a little to the right. Move the screen a little to the right. I feel like I could just go full screen, to be honest with you. There we go. Oh, I see. Yeah, I see what you mean. Less covered by the cam. Oh, yes. Sorry. Move the camera to the right. Yes, you are right. Okay, that's a little bit better. I actually don't need, this is what I was trying to figure out. I want to get rid of my, I want to get rid of the like title thing. Oh, it's under brand. That's where it is. What Mac? I am running an M1 Pro, but okay, hold on 1 second while I figure this out. Show headlines. That's what I wanted to get rid of. Okay, awesome. Do you actually need my display name? You don't need my display name. Y'all need to just see my face. I'm Andrew. If you don't know who I am, you probably won't be able to see it in the very bottom corner. But yeah, I'm running an M1 Pro. About this Mac. Let me pull this over. So I'm running M1 Pro. If you can't see this, I can bump it up a little bit potentially. Oh, I guess I can't. Oh, I just pulled it up over onto the other one. Yeah, so 16 gig Apple M1 Pro. But I'm pretty excited. I just actually picked up, I've never bought a Mac on my own. This is a work computer. But I just bought the M3 Air. I'm super excited about it. I got I was having this M3 MacBook Air. I was having this like really hard time deciding between the midnight color though and the space gray. And like I cannot tell you how many like of these things I reviewed. But like space gray is classic. I feel like they figured this color out. And I'm super excited. I've heard nothing but fantastic things about the M2. What did you go with, Slurpee? Did you go with the Pro or the Max? And is it still working for you? Like, are you still finding that it's good? I'm very interested in this. Max 24 too, hey? You said you do creative stuff though, right? Yeah. Like coding, you do creative. So are you doing, what are you, like, what are you mostly doing on? Is it like video editing? Is it like Blender, 2D and 3D? Very cool. Do you have a portfolio, a link that I can check out? See what's going on there. Feel free to share it in chat. If you do, and I'll pull it up. Yeah. So that's what I'm running right now. With ArcViz only. I have a 3D portfolio. What's ArcViz? ArcViz. I've never heard of this before. ArcViz. ArcViz is an architecture visualization studio dedicated to creating a real. Is that what we're talking about? ArcViz only. Oh, The portfolio is only ArcViz stuff. That's super cool. Very cool. All right, so are links blocked? I think we get. Oh, I think you don't. Yeah, so you can't do links, but I think I don't know. That's a good point. I didn't realize you couldn't do that. I thought you could. I have no idea. No idea. I don't have people often drop by and share links. Yeah. So, by the way, if you're not seeing this, I'm having a conversation. So, and you can't see this. I need a way to share chat on. I don't have chat up on screen, but this is all happening over on Twitch. So if you're around and you want to be part of this conversation, we're having it there. Ooh, smart Slurpee's dividing it into 2 pieces. All right, I need to go over to GitHub for a second. So while Slurpee's getting that, I'm going to head over to GitHub because I actually want to delete the repo that I created yesterday. Goravel. I delete this bad boy, and then we're going to create this from scratch. Delete this repository. Enter DEVCYCLE Goravel. I want to delete this repository. I understand. Delete it. Oh my goodness, really? All right. That's ridiculous. I just want to delete something. I suppose like I'm like a bit frustrated by this right now, but it's like I'm kind of glad because if I deleted something that I didn't want to, then I would be really upset. Oh, there we go. 80. All right. And then we're going to go look at Slurpee's portfolio. So I'm just going to pull it up here. I was just really interested. So if you're on here, please share stuff. I'm super interested. Use your authenticator app. GitHub mobile. Come on now. What's going on here? What's going on? GitHub mobile. Let's try this again. Let's try this again. Am I not logged in maybe? Over on GitHub? We'll see. Yeah, so I'm gonna pull Slurpees up there in just a second. So let's try this again. A0 prove crypto token error. Okay, I guess I'm using my password then. Let's pull that up here. Hopefully it doesn't pull up. Yeah, good. It's not pulling up on this screen. GitHub. GitHub. Oh, there we go. One-time password. Authenticator app. Amazing. Okay, Goravel's gone. So that's awesome. Let me pull up on my computer here so I don't, just in case. I have a feeling, have you heard of Arc? I have heard of Arc. I can't. So my team here at DEVCYCLE loves Arc. They love it, but I can't get into it. I was a Firefox user for a long time. I still kind of am. But yeah, the whole team is super into it. All right. Something went wrong, not found. And maybe I put Stan F-I-L-I-P. I think I spelled it wrong. Stan F-I-L-I-P. My portfolio. Oh, very cool. All right, let's pull this up. Yeah, this all looks very able to share. Very cool. Yeah. All right. So let's pull this up and then we'll jump into some code in a second. By the way, if you're here on YouTube or X, like, welcome. Thanks for being here. This is very cool. These are all 3D renders, Slurpee. Like, none of these are actual rooms. That's crazy to me. Holy moly. I mean, I think you definitely kind of made the right choice with going into creative stuff. I mean, maybe it'd be the same in code, but these are gorgeous. These are awesome. Holy moly. Very cool. Very cool. Oh, I guess I was only looking at like one room. Wow, the detail on here is just incredible. Shout out to Blender. Yeah. But if you're watching, you don't know this. I mean, not that everybody wouldn't already know about this, but like Blender is the yeah, it's like the software to do this stuff. It's also open source and free. So like if you're looking to get started in this kind of stuff, you can like literally just go and check out Blender. And it's free, free and open source. Blender is a member of Linux Foundation. I didn't realize Blender. Oh, maybe I did. I love that though. Amazing. Okay, so we deleted our repo while we were doing that. Let's talk about what we're gonna do today. I also need to delete another repo. Hold on a sec. I need to delete this one. This one was causing some issues for me. need to find courselet on GitHub and then courselet. On promotes Arc to some websites where I don't work correctly. Yeah, see, this is it. Like, I feel like Arc, it's like you're already building for Safari and you're building for Chrome and you're building for Firefox, right? And now you're adding a different one that maybe is not following the web standards. So I feel like that's a really challenging piece about using these new browsers. Like, you look like Microsoft dropped their own browser because of this. Well, maybe not because of this, but definitely for a reason. Okay, I need to star this, but then I'm going to go delete it in my own repository because I got a bunch of notifications on this. Is it Chromium based? Let me see. If it is Chromium based, then that may switch my take. Delete this repository. Yes, I understand. Are you going to make me do? No. Okay. Is Arc Chromium based? Is Chromium and written in Swift? Yeah, it is, and it still doesn't work. Weird. I mean, there's obviously some custom code on top of it, though. So I think that's part of it. But yeah, maybe I will. Maybe I'll get it. I actually have like an invite to the Windows version and have it installed, I think, even on this device. But today is not the day for me to test all that stuff out, just because everything's logged in Chrome for me right now. So I'm like, might as well keep using it for now. This is a work computer, so I don't want to load new stuff. What do you ever use? I use Adobe Web Apps on my Mac only. Yeah. Well, exactly right. I actually like Safari as a default, but some things that struggles with too. Perfect. So, by the way, if people are here and you're like, I want code, we're going to get into the code. So 3 kind of code things. Well, actually 4 sites that we're going to need to worry about today. We're going to need to worry about the Go site, Laravel. We're going to worry about OpenFeature, and we're going to worry about, Go, OpenFeature. Oh, and then the goravel stuff. We'll do these in order. Yeah, that's just it, right, Slurpee? All right. So let's take a look here. Yeah, this is my company account. Yeah, so DEVCYCLE, not my company. Sorry, I shouldn't say my company. But yeah, this is like a work. This is a work account. So DEVCYCLE. If you've never heard of DEVCYCLE before, I love it. I haven't been doing promos on DEVCYCLE recently. Yeah, so DEVCYCLE is probably not Slurpee. So we make feature flags, which are literally just these like conditional statements in your code. So you would put like you'd wrap a feature. No, it's okay. Don't apologize. We're pretty new to the scene, like a couple years old as a company. Yeah, so basically you wrap things in a feature flag and then you can choose who sees it. You might have heard of some of our customers though. So like Netlify is a big like software development company that's a customer. RBC, which is a big bank in Canada. NordVPN, you might have heard of. So they're part of our stuff too. The other thing I want to show though, because this is kind of cool. So we launched this like, what is feature flags? Yeah, let's go, right? So we actually just created this page. And so a feature flag can be described as a conditional statement. Oh, here we go. Perfect timing. So a feature flag is a conditional statement in your code that toggles specific functionality on or off based on a configuration. So this is basically a feature flag. Okay, so here we have a mountain, right? And we've got daylight toggled on and then wind and disguise toggled off. So if we toggle off daylight, oh no, are you watching this on a small? Oh yeah. Don't worry about reading that. Hold on, let me bump this up. I say don't worry about it, and then I'm like, but you should worry about it. Let me bump this up though. Holy moly, what happened to my screen? Oh, I bumped things up. Okay, let me bump this up over here. There we go. Yeah, so a feature flag, conditional statement. It's a conditional statement that toggles specific functionality on or off. So here's the idea. So you have a thing here. We've got our flag on a mountain. And so we've got a couple of feature flags in this animation. One of them is our daylight feature flag. So if we turn off our daylight feature flag, it's going to be off. It's going to be nighttime. We can turn that on. It's going to be daytime. That's a feature flag. So we basically said like anytime that you've got the daylight toggle on, show daylight, otherwise show nighttime. Same with wind. So wind is off right now. Now wind is on. You can see a little flag blowing here and our stuff going on. And then we can even put a little disguise on our flag. We got our little disguise. These are all feature flags, and you can like mix and match these, right? So we could have the disguise, but there's no wind. You could have at nighttime and the wind and disguise are going. You could have just wind. You can have daylight and disguise, but without any wind. So like you can do all of these different things. And basically the feature flags are like the underlying code that controls all that. Yeah. So what is your kind of go-to like social media platform? So are you a Twitch? Are you on X? Like what's your kind of go-to location if you're on social? Because that's like a good thing to roll out. Instagram. Okay, sick. All right. So whenever Instagram is rolling out a new feature, so like let's say I don't even know what's like a new recent feature that they rolled out. So Instagram new features 2024. Edit your Instagram DMs. Okay, sick. So like here's an idea. So Insta did a couple of things. So editing your Instagram DMs, right? When they released that feature, when they released the ability to edit, so probably like it was literally like a button. Yeah, so this like edit button would have been, let me bump this up a little bit more. So this edit button would have been behind a feature flag. So there basically would have been some code that was wrapped around this edit button that said only show this to beta users that have signed up for the Instagram beta account. And then it's going to only target the users that have that are going to be able to see that edit button until Insta decides that they're ready to roll it out to the rest of the world. And then they'll just kind of like enable it for everybody. But what feature flags do is actually allow for you to like only show this feature, this new edit feature to a specific audience. And this is really useful for like testing, right? Because you don't want to like roll out a new feature and then it's just absolute garbage. So you roll it out slowly and get like real-time feedback. And the feature flag was what was holding the beta. Yeah, exactly. It's a little bit of code. I might have an example. I can like kind of show you what the code looks like. Yeah, OpenFeature would have a good example here. Tutorials maybe. So everyone that had that feature coded in the app, but beta people had it exposed. Kind of. Let me show you here. Actually, no, hold on. We've got it in over on the DEVCYCLE app. Let me log in over DEVCYCLE because I can actually kind of show you what this looks like in like an example application. So let me go. I'll go into my test feature. And then we've got like some sample code. I think we should. Yeah. So like, you said you'd use Python before. Hey, Slurpee, like you've used Python before. I just want to I'll just choose that for right now. Okay. So here's the idea. It's okay. You don't need to remember too much because here's kind of the idea. So in your application, you would have a bunch of information about whoever's, but I understand some logic stuff in normal. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, so it's pretty normal language here. So basically, you would have like a user object. And so what this is basically a bunch of information about a user. So if it's on a phone, it might be like the ID of the phone or like the account ID of the account that's like logged into Instagram. And so it would have like this user ID that's going to identify that user. And then in the code, they're going to have this thing here, which is basically them talking to a feature flag management platform like DEVCYCLE and asking for this user. So for whatever user ID you feed in and whatever variable, and that's like a feature name. So like you could call this like edit DMs would be like the key here. You want to get whatever the value should be for this user. So the idea here would be like, if this is like just an on off, like a yes, no, or true false thing, like show them or don't show them, this like variable value thing here is basically going to return true or false depending on what user and key you feed in. So maybe you're looking, maybe a user So it asks the question that if a user should have not exactly. And then it's going to actually, you're going to use it in your code kind of like this. So it's literally just an if else statement. So this is basically saying if variable value equals true. So basically if this user is able to see, if the user is set to be able to see this feature and it returns true, you're going to show them one thing. Otherwise, you show them something else. So here it's saying variable or feature flag is disabled if it's false, or enabled if it's true. So that's the question. Yeah, exactly. Like it's basically just this idea of like you're using a platform like DEVCYCLE to sort of determine who should or should not see something. And you're actually able to do cool things like because you're not actually coding the logic of who's seeing it in your application, you're just like calling to a third party. Like you can make real-time changes. So like, let's say for some reason you decide like, oh, Slurpee has been able to see this feature and I don't want Slurpee to be able to see this anymore. In real time, you can like go into the DEVCYCLE platform. So like you could go into here, like literally this is the UI, and I could be like, I want all users to be off. And you click save. And now like every single user that is connected to this is not going to be able to see that new feature. So the idea here is basically that you're wrapping whatever code you're wanting to release at a specific time just in a feature flag. So that's the idea. And that's where a platform like ours comes from, is like we are that third party that allows you to control the targeting rules outside of in the code of your platform. Yeah, that's it. That's what we do. So yeah, you haven't heard of us. We're probably inside of things that you're using. So any website that uses Netlify is using DEVCYCLE feature flags, and there's probably some WebCycle. Absolutely. Yes. Yeah. Slurpee. Absolutely. Yeah. It's like a filter. That's a great description. So yeah, it is a filter to show code, to like filter who should see something. That's a great way to put it. Yeah, like super simple. There's some complicated things you can do with it, but like at a core level, that is it. So like super straightforward. Well, straightforward is maybe not the best term, but like that's how it works. Yeah, and if anybody else is here, I wonder, do I have any other examples? Are there any companies similar to this you guys do? No. So the company that has kind of been around for the longest is this company called LaunchDarkly. So they were kind of the first company that existed that like kind of made this market of feature flags. But now there is a whole bunch of companies that do this. So like all of these companies, let me bump this up a little bit. So like all of these companies, oh, did I lose my filter? I guess I did because I zoomed in too far. Yeah, so like there's a company called CloudBees, ConfigCat, DEVCYCLE, Feetbit, Flagsmith, LaunchDarkly, PostHog, Split, StatSig, Unleash. Like all of these are companies. Not all of them are companies. Some of them are like open source projects, but all of these are different people that kind of do the same thing that we're doing, just in a slightly different way. So some of these are like Flagsmith is self-hosted. Flagsmith is self-hosted, so like that's one that like you don't have to spend money on. You don't really with DEVCYCLE either, but like they're one that is specifically designed to kind of live on your own servers and not cost you anything for the platform itself. And then there's folks like DEVCYCLE and Unleash and StatSig that are all what's the word, like SaaS platforms. Okay, let's say I'm in a company, I want to choose who gets a feature before others. Going with the beta scenario, what exactly am I hiring you guys for? Like, what would I get? Okay, great question. Yeah, so you are hiring us for, let me open up the site again. So you're basically hiring us for the targeting rules. So, and the speed to control the way the feature flags are delivered. So I'll give you a couple of different reasons that you would kind of the value proposition that exists with like a vendor, but you can do this yourself. Like you could technically just create a feature flag and target on your own, just like putting it hard coded. The thing that you're paying us for is like the kind of speed that you are able to kind of shut things down really fast. You're also getting things like all of our integrations. Where are we hiding? Where's my integrations page? Where is my integrations page? might be here. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so like you get integrations. So like a regular feature flag, it's just going to kind of be in your code. With us, you can you get webhooks. So if anybody makes a change to a feature, you can get notified about that. We kind of integrate with things like GitHub and Bitbucket and GitLab if you want to be able to have integrations with where you store your code. We've got a Slack integration. So like you can actually, let me zoom this up again. So you can actually have it in there. Things like Jira and all the rest of these things, analytics and observability tools. So we integrate really easily with all of these things. So that's one thing. Other stuff, the things that our feature flags do. So like if you want to have a real-time update, so like let's say you release a feature and you want it to immediately turn off for everybody and they don't have to refresh the page, like that's something that we do. We also have there's a bunch of specific things that we do kind of better than doing it on your own. But also you are not having to kind of worry about all of the management of this on your own. Like building a feature flag system is possible and a lot of people do it, but it's really, really challenging to do it well. So it's easier than just manually changing the code to any. Yeah. So this is the thing, right? So like, you can hard code feature flags, like literally what we looked at here. Where is it hiding? It was like in the feature. Yeah. So like in this manage feature, and then the code sample, like you can literally, maybe there's a more simple, like a JavaScript example. I don't like JavaScript. Where's the PHP example? Yeah. Like here we go. Maybe I will go with Python. It was actually better. Python. Go Python. Okay. Yeah. So like this idea here of like if else statements, like you could just literally set this variable value to true for everyone. But if you decide that you want to make that change, like most startups and tech companies have like a deployment pipeline that things go through. So you would need, if you want to update the code in your actual application, it might take 20 minutes because it's got to go through all these testing processes and all the rest of that. Whereas with us, if you're using a feature flag set up like this, you can immediately turn it off. You don't need to push anything to production. Anybody can go in here. And then you also get the benefit of the platform. Like anybody, you don't need to be a programmer to go and turn things on and off. Like what you saw there of me going in here and changing this switch. Hold on. Changing a switch here from off to on and saving. Like anybody can do that. You don't need to be a software developer. You don't need to change any code. It's just right there in the code for you. So yeah. That's kind of the value prop. It took 15 minutes, but I got thing. I'd like to formally apologize the other day in the stream. I think you've said you're live somewhere else and I'm not a dev. And I asked, no, Slurpee, what are you talking about? That is what this stream is for. Do not apologize for anything at all. This is awesome. I used to go through all this stuff at the start of the stream and then just didn't have a lot of conversations. But no, you do not need to apologize. I love these questions. This is why I'm here, is to talk with people. And so I love being able to explain. Also, I got to show off a bunch of new things and answer some questions. So if anybody is on the stream that was really all over the place, I don't think anybody's got anything bad to say. I think these were all great questions. These benefit everybody. Everybody got to see something cool. Yeah. I'm you should be super pumped. So just so you know, my entire job, Slurpee, is literally trying to explain feature flags to people. And there's a whole industry of us trying to do the same job. And so the fact that you got it in 15 minutes, you should be, especially because you're not a developer, right? So I think that's pretty cool. Hey. Hey, we've got some more folks jumping over on Twitch. I'm here for it. I love it. Yeah, this is amazing. But yes, you should be super proud. I love it. I'm going to put this up on screen just because you won't necessarily be able to see it over on YouTube. But yeah, I'm you should be super proud. I think it's amazing. And we got there. This is all, honestly, at the end of the day, these streams are all about just having fun and learning something new, and seeing me struggle through coding. So fear not. It is all good. All right. So, yeah, any other questions either over on YouTube or Twitch or anywhere else? Like, we're here to just kind of hang out and code. It's a Friday afternoon. We're here to just be with some feature flags and some open feature. Yeah, we got like a nice little intro, which I love. I'm here for. Let me pull back up the open feature page. Also, anyway else, it's better to ask a question and understand something. Yeah, 100%. This is it. Okay, so like my entire job is basically doing this. And if anybody here is from DEVCYCLE that is watching right now, and you can like go into chat and say this, like that's half of what I do. Is I'm just like, I have no idea what I'm doing. How do I do this thing? And I think like it's not embarrassing at all. Asking questions is how you learn things. Like nobody learns anything on their own. You have to do this as a group. So yeah, I don't know. I'm super excited. So thank you for asking the questions. Like you should never be embarrassed. So, and the other thing is you were asking about feature flags. So this was a good like overview to talk about why OpenFeature is such a cool thing. So OpenFeature is like a new standard in feature flagging. Thanks, Corny Hang. I appreciate that. So OpenFeature. So Slurpee, earlier you were asking about whether this was new, and I was like kind of talking to you. I showed you that site with all the other people that do this. So like here's all the logos of all the people that are doing this, and OpenFeature is now this new like community of feature flags that are feature flag providers that are all kind of like trying to make a new standard. So everybody to kind of do it the same way, because most people are kind of doing it in whatever way they want to do it. And so OpenFeature is kind of aiming to like standardize this. And so they've created a universal standard. And so what that means is basically like the way that they use feature flags of like this get, maybe I can bump this up a little bit more. Oh, it's so big. Yeah. So this like get Boolean value thing here, or get string value. Like this is like a very specific way of doing it. Hey, GoldieCyle, how are you? Welcome to the stream. We are all over the place. I love it. We got Corey Hanks here. We got GoldieCyle here. We got Slurpee here. I'm having a great day today. Oh, and also, like, how can I forget Casual Economist is back? Like, all of the best people are here. Yeah, so this is OpenFeature. Is this kind of an idea of like standardizing how this looks? And so that's why, like, in today's stream, I'm going to kind of look at OpenFeature in these different environments. So that's kind of what we're doing today. So I know if you're out there watching, you may be like, oh, I don't really know Go. Neither do I. I have no idea what Go is or looks like, really. I've barely explored it. But Go is called Golang, and it was created by Google. I think maybe it originally stood for Googlelang. I have no idea. But it's basically like a really popular server-side programming language. I think server-side programming language. We're going to find it together. But it scares me, or it has always scared me, because like Go by example, I want to just like a hello world in Go, like hello world in Go. Oh, maybe, do I want to pull this? Is this a good example? Okay, this is actually better than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, so like here's an example of a Go like hello world application. So basically you would pull in this main thing and then standardize the way it looks and it gets coded, or makes it the same thing. Yeah, it's kind of the way that it looks and is coded. So like I'll show you. Okay, so this is the OpenFeature example where they're using this like feature flags gets Boolean value, and then they're feeding in this key. So this is like the name of the feature would be like with cows, and then false would be like the default value if something goes wrong. But if you look at app.devcycle.com, and so load in just a second. Test leaf. I'll go into leaf. And then we go into our code sample. I might pull these up side by side. I should just like move my microphone over here because I'm going to be looking off to the side. Actually, Slurpee, how is the audio? Am I like, when I turn my head, is the microphone kind of losing my voice at all? I don't even know why I'm asking this. I'm just going to change the way that I'm doing this. I'm going to move some windows around and shut some things down. Okay, let's close this. We're going to close this. Close this. Audio is great. Okay. Maybe I don't need to then. Y'all can see all this stuff going on. Okay, so I need a bigger screen. I need a bigger screen. I am going to switch my screen. So bear with me for a second as I close some things down. I'm going to close that down. I'm going to close Slack. Going to close Discord. Going to close my calendar. Going to close VS Code. Don't close Chrome. Close Notion. Close Safari. Close QuickTime. Close GitHub Desktop. All the things. I'm closing everything at this exact moment in time. All right, and then we're going to share I'm going to do a display change actually. Settings, system settings, displays. And then I'm going to change which one's my default. Is this one set as my default display? Oh no, this one is. Do I want this one to be my default display? No, I don't want to do that either. Okay, let's share my other screen. Let's pull this off. Stop screen share, present. Glasses, color, always, you know me. I'm all about these colors. Okay, I think, yeah, we want this one. Okay, sick. So now we should, let me pull this over. Stan, we're giving you a little bit more love on the screen here. Okay, so here we go. Now I think I can just like look at my screen here. Yeah, so normally this is how DEVCYCLE stuff looks. So if we go to DEVCYCLE JavaScript, you can see here that like we do this thing where it's called like a variable value. And in OpenFeature, they call it get Boolean value. Depending on the platform, it might be like a bunch of different things. Like you don't necessarily have the same standardization in terms of like the hook that you're using to even pull them in. So what OpenFeature is aiming to do is like, we want everybody to use this get Boolean value idea here. So that's kind of the idea of what they're trying to do. Is just get people to code it the same way. And then if they can do that, then it'll sort of get everybody using it the same way. And the reason that is beneficial, oh yeah, great question. Sorry, Boolean, I love this. So Boolean just means true or false. So like Boolean, where does Boolean come from? Bool, a data type. Yeah, it's usually one or two values. So it's like binary. So like a Boolean value would be like a binary value. So it's like yes or no. But like there's some other versions that you can get like and or not. But yes, the idea is like it's either true or it's false. Yeah, it's a great question. There's other things that are talked about too that I honestly find really interesting that I didn't always understand. Like, hold on, let me zoom out here. It got too big. So I think they talk about the spec in here, flag evaluation API. That's less important. Docs. Is it docs? Do we talk about the different kinds of flags? Yeah, yes. Do we? Object, float. Yeah, we talk about, I think, basic evaluation. Yeah, so get a Boolean value. So a Boolean would be true or false. A string would be, in 3D, we have Boolean, and we can't use an object with another object to the delete. Interesting. Yeah. So same kind of concepts. Yeah, so Boolean is true or false. String is like a text string. So it would be like a word that you want to put in there. An integer is a whole number. So it would be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever those, or 100 or a million or a billion. A float is, I want to say like float is not a whole number. It could be like a decimal place. I think that's a floating point, positive or negative whole number with a decimal point. Yeah. So that's a float. And then the only other one is, where is it? Yes, it's an object. Okay. And so this is a thing that like I feel like more people should know about. So object in JavaScript, So even if you don't know JavaScript, I think this is just really cool to know. Oh yeah, here we go. So this is like a really good definition. I love W3School. Like it is absolutely fantastic. Excuse me. So yeah, here's like a string value, right? So like hello would be a string. A number would be something like 3.14. It could be, and there's like different kinds of numbers. We have a Boolean value, either true or false. And then we have objects. It's not actually showing us objects. Oh, here we go. This is an object. So an object would be like a bunch of key value or name value pairs. So like, this is an example of an object. So you're basically feeding in a whole bunch of information. Like you could pull in like a string could be part of an object, or a number. Like you can basically it's a group of different kind of types together. Primitive values. Is that what it's called? Primitives? Is that what's meant there? A primitive value is a value that has no properties or methods. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So like all of this makes the one thing. That's it. And so like you could feed that. So like, let's say, so like, here's an example for where this would be beneficial in like our feature flagging situation. So like, let's say we have our person, our user, who we're feeding into, like, do you remember we were looking at this like user object here where we had like user ID? So like, let's say we want to feed in more information about a person. So maybe we want to feed in their first name, their last name, their age, and their eye color. So then we could actually target based on any of these, and we could change our mind down the road. Who is John? A human. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then we could use an object to kind of target based on different criteria or a combination of criteria. So we could say we only want to target people whose name is John that is over the age of 45. Like that's the idea here of like why objects matter in this feature flagging world. Yeah. And same thing for like the flag that's being returned. So like this idea of an object here is actually you returning an object. So you say, I want to return all of this information about John as part of an evaluation, which doesn't necessarily make sense right now, but yeah, I think it will make sense once we get into the code, maybe. So then it can affect only objects that have that one thing you're targeting. Exactly. Yeah. So that would be like us using an object that we're feeding in, and then it returning an object would be us kind of going in and saying, I wonder if I actually have an example that I can do in here. I feel like I do. I have not touched objects in here, but like if I add a variable, so I can create a new variable. I'm going to call this one Slurpee. And we're going to set this as an object, like a JSON object. This JSON just stands for JavaScript object what does JSON stand for? JSON stands for JavaScript object notation. Go to Wikipedia. JavaScript object notation. So if I create a JSON object, and then I can set a value for on or off. So like if I want to return, actually let's return the John thing. Let's return that. Where was that? I think it was here. It's like, here's an object. And I think it does some formatting, ? Oh, yeah, but in here we've got to kind of change the way that we do it, I think. Schema? We're going to discover that I need to actually look up some stuff on this. So DEVCYCLE JSON, variable schemas, enum. All right, enum, I want to see the JSON. Okay, that type object, JSON schema required first name. Oh, we're based in Canada. Yeah, so we're based in Toronto, Canada. Where are you based, Slurpee? Of course I knew this. See, I'm like in here. value variation on. Oh, because we've got to like create a schema. Okay, I'm not going to do this, but this was the idea. Romania, very cool. What time is it in Romania right now? What time is it in Romania? All right, just give me 1 sec. I just got a message that I need to respond to. So give me 1 second. I'm gonna change to a different window for just a second. And all right, let me just respond to this. All right. Hey there. All right. All right, hopefully. All right, let's see if I hear back in the next minute or so. I think we should be fine, but we shall see. All right, so give me 1 second. Sorry about this, everybody that's on stream. I don't want to say we'll be right back because I do want to get this all sorted now. So let's do this. All right, and here we go. Sorry, folks. This is like the thing that I want to. Never really been that part of the US to get close to Toronto. Yeah, that's fair. All right. Oh, there we go. I think now I can email. All right. I don't know what's going on. Sorry. All right. All right, and hopefully they get that message. I'll just keep an eye out for that response. I have a feeling that they'll see it. All right. Only party count. I'm missing a bunch of stuff. Romania, love the architecture in Toronto. Totally agree. I'm gonna make sure to visit you guys. Yeah, please do. If you're ever in Toronto, let us know. Only part of it Canada I've ever been to is Niagara Falls, which is pretty close by. So I mean, you're not too far away. I think it was a Rainbow Bridge. Is there a Rainbow Bridge? Rainbow Bridge in Niagara Falls? Oh yeah, there you go. Rainbow Bridge. I did not know. All right. So yeah, this is it. This is the Rainbow Bridge in Niagara Falls. All right, folks, I do want to get this sorted. So I'm just going to mute myself for 1 second and we'll see if this is working or not. Hashtag architecture. I love it. I love the trying to figure out multiple things at once is always a good time. And I love that we're like an hour into the stream. We haven't got into code, but these are the kind of streams that I love, are the ones where we're just like having conversations. All right. Amazing. So I was able to push that. So that's amazing. All right. Yeah. Slippy, thank you for staying here and having this conversation with me. This is like the highlight of these experiences for me. So I really appreciate that. All right, everybody. So we're looking at all this stuff. We looked at OpenFeature. Do you want to jump into some code? Slurpy's here and chatting with me. So Slurpy, what do you think? Should we jump into some code? See me build something? I'm going to do it anyways. So even if you say no, I'm going to do it. I'm sure it's the right answer. All right, sorry. So I guess we were looking at code before. So this is a Go example. So basically this is like how you do hello world in Go. I don't love this I love it. No, Slurpee. These are amazing. They're not rants. They're fantastic. Hello World. So there's actually this site. No, I don't want Hello World and Go. There's this site called Hello World. It's not that. Hello World in all languages. Is it this one? The Hello World? Yeah, this is it. Okay, so like here's an example of all the different programming languages that are out there in the world. And so here's an example of C, how to do Hello World in the C programming language. Where I really learned how to do it was in PHP. So like this is how you do Hello World in PHP is you basically wrap something and then it's just like echo Hello World. So it's like how you run that. In Go, like we were just looking at, you do it like this. So you're having to do like a few more steps, which is just like 12 a.m. Holy moly. Well, thanks for sticking around for so long. Yeah, so this is Go, and there's lots of other versions here. But I started in PHP, so I fell in love with Laravel. I just think it's a fantastic programming language, not a programming language, it's a framework. So it's like a framework for building web applications. The reason I love it so much is their documentation is just absolutely next level, like for you getting started. And there's a huge community behind it. And I understand I like understand the structure of it. So that's kind of a big thing for me. And so when I wanted to get into Go, I'm like kind of intimidated by this. And so I was Googling yesterday or the day before, and I found this thing that existed called goravel, which is Go, like it's a Go web application, but it's structured like a Laravel project, which I find really accessible. So this is what we're actually going to build in today. So let's actually go through the process of doing this and see if we can get a feature flag in here. We've only got an hour, but I think that's okay. We'll see how long it actually takes me. I know it's not going to take me very long, but well, I got the project up and running pretty fast. So maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. So we're going to head over to GitHub, and we're also not going to do it locally. We're going to do it all in the browser today. And I apologize for the lack of dark mode. Does dark mode even exist on? It must. Sync with system. There we go. Got some notifications. Whoa, lots of notifications. Okay. We want to get out of here. Y'all don't need to see this stuff. Okay, and we were going over to the goravel project. And I'm going to fork this. Yeah, you didn't know GitHub had a white mode? It definitely does. All right, let's fork this. I'm going to do goravel. I'm going to create this fork. And the reason I'm doing this is because I did a demo of this yesterday where what happened? I ran into an issue with the fact that I'm running an M1 processor. And so it's like an ARM-based processor, and it didn't like it. It didn't like it. Some features of this. We might run into the same issue now, but we'll see. Okay, so I'm going to create a code space. I love code spaces. If you don't know what code spaces are, they're like virtual browser or virtual development environments that you can use, and GitHub kind of runs it now. They've been around forever, but like kind of GitHub has perfected it in the last couple of years. Okay, so this is loading up, but we do need to look at the docs. Or not the docs, but like we need to look here. So getting started, we're going to run these things. So I will need to run a couple of things to get started, but I actually want to follow the instructions over here. And so I've done this basically, and now I'm going to copy this stuff. Great stream as always. We're watching from Porto, Portugal. Thank you, Courtney Hang. I appreciate you dropping by. All right. Let's see what's going on. Let's grab this. goravel and go on tidy. Okay, is it loaded up now? Yes. Okay. So we're in the folder. Now we need to run. I think it's going to say we can't cd into there. Yeah, no such file. So we're just going to run this go mod tidy, and I'll bump the size up here because I know it's super small. Okay. So here we go. Go mod tidy. Thanks for being here, by the way, Courtney. Thanks for dropping by. And so this is doing all the installation stuff. So this is basically, I think, reading from this go mod file. So it's like grabbing all of this stuff, this like gin, framework, testify. All of this stuff is basically being installed right now. Awesome. So it's grabbing stuff from GitHub, from Google, a whole bunch of other places. This is like real bumped up too. Holy moly. All right. So now let's pull that down, close that. And in our installation instructions now, we've got this CP env example. So CP, if you don't kind of know what this stuff looks like. So CD stands for change directory. CP stands for copy. So if we ran cd goravel, we would have gone into this folder. And so CP is going to copy a file named .env.example, and then it's going to copy it into a file called env. So let's grab this. Yeah, grab that. Back over here. This one. People are watching from everywhere today. We got people in Portugal. We got people in Romania, right? Slurpee, you're in Romania. You're Bucharest, Romania. Crazy. Crazy. Awesome. All right, so we're going to copy that. It's going to create this new M file, and then it's going to give us a bunch of keys. So this is all Laravel stuff. So this is not stuff that exists in a lot of places. But like basically we're saying like, here's the app URL, here's the host, here's the port. We want logs, here's the database connection and like mailing information. Basically, this is all the stuff behind the scenes that you need to kind of make different pieces of this run. But here we're gonna, and then the last one is this thing called an artisan key, like this app key thing. App key has something to do with, why do we need app key? Why do we need an app key? Laravel. Randomly generated, stored. Why? Oh, literally a medium. Oh, why medium? Yeah. So this is just used for encryption. So basically, whenever you're doing like you're saving passwords or anything, it's all based on the key that you put in there, which is very smart. Simple but smart. So it's going to generate in just a minute, and this is a weirdly slow process. It's going to generate a key that's going to pop into this app key environment variable. In a minute, we're going to see what happens. Hopefully it will. Bum, 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 bum. I like know this song so well. Not song, like the beat. It is because it's like the Kahoot song for kids. Okay. Come on. This should not take this long. This happened yesterday too. And it's just like a waiting game, but we'll close some windows for now. So I don't think we need this. We will need this actually. So I'm doing this assuming that we're OpenFeature compliant. Okay, we are. Okay, we don't need this anymore. Some ads there. We don't need the rainbow bridge anymore, although it was awesome. We don't need that. We do need that. We don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that anymore. Has it finished? Okay, sick. So it finished and it populated that app key there. So like this is exactly what we wanted it to do. But my goodness, did that take a long while. I think it's related to this thing. Only supports. Can I change Go version? I want to get rid of this warning. What Go version am I using? Go version. Downgrade Go. Change Go version. VS Code. Code spaces. How do I change the Go version in a code space? Did anybody answer? Go GVM. What's GVM? sudo apt install Bison, installing Go. What? How do I do it? I just want to change the version. Configuring Go, Go and Git pod. How do you switch Go version for different projects? Switch Go versions. Can you do this? I mean, it doesn't really matter. It'll just throw an error. That's fine. Okay, so what's the last thing we need to do here? We need to go, okay, we already did all this stuff. Start service, go run. All right, air, install air. I don't care about that. Oh, no, what did I close? Oh, I guess it didn't matter. All right, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna just go run. And then what's gonna happen here is it's gonna run a web server and saying like listening and serving on port, and it's gonna now set up this this port 3000, open browser. And if everything's working, yeah, we should have our goravel working. So we are 50% of the way there. We've got the app up and working. We've got 45 minutes left to do the rest of this. Not that we have 45 minutes, but I'm only going to spend 45 minutes. Okay, and so a couple things in here that we need to care about. We don't care about tests. We don't care about storage. We don't care about routes. We actually do care about, but we're only really worried about this main page that's here. Don't really care about any of the rest of it. We're not going to go to this page. Resources. We are going to do some stuff in here in this TMPL file, which I'm not sure what it is, but we're going to, oh, I think it stands for template. That makes sense. Public, we might put something behind a Go feature flag in the routes, but we'll see that later. App.go, so there's a bunch of app related stuff. In the app here, we've got models and we've got providers. We don't need to worry about any of this stuff. Controllers though, user controller. No. Ooh, got a kitty cat being sick behind me. Get it out. There you go. She got it out. Ooh, sick kitty. It's not that I have to leave, but I normally do. I normally do like a 2-hour stream. Like I try and limit it, just because not a lot of people necessarily will watch for longer than that. So I figure like 45 minutes is a good, or 2 hours is like a good timeline for this kind of stuff. So, ooh, more sick. I'll be right back. Just give me 1 sec, folks. See if she's okay. How you doing, kiddo? Let me clean that up. Give me 1 sec, everybody. I gotta clean up some sick. The joys of having a cat, right? You're okay, kiddo. You're okay. You're okay. Oh, all right. We got it, everybody. All right, we're back. We're good. We cleaned it up. Moved here to see if chat is more active here. I mean, are we more active? So we're more active. No, chat's not more active here. It's pretty quiet. Like we're a pretty small group. I think most of the people are watching on Twitch. Nobody's on YouTube now, actually. Yeah, most people are on X right now, actually. Yeah, it's a pretty quiet day. Just the nature of a Friday, I think, the time that I'm doing it. Okay, so middleware stuff, user controllers. We might need this, but I don't think so. User controllers. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna need to worry about any of this stuff. Maybe we will. Maybe we will. Where is that welcome thing being called? Welcome. Welcome. Define welcome. Okay, so this is our web route. Okay, so maybe we will need to do a little bit of this. Yeah. All right. Function web. So this stuff here is basically telling our app whenever it is, whenever you go to this this slash, it's going to show you this welcome page. So what I am going to do actually, I'm actually going to do a feature flag in here. I'm going to do one that goes to get slash, we're going to call this, I don't know, feature. Let's call it feature. And then now I think it'll fully reload. Like I think this, I don't have to rebuild, but we'll see. Okay, is that going to throw an error? And then there should be now a new feature page, 404 not found. So I might need to refresh this and see. Okay, so now we've got it going. If you go to either place, either here or to feature. Are you doing okay, kid? There's some water over there for you, okay? Go drink some water. You're going to see both. But I'll show you that these are not the same page by going to our welcome. And I'm going to actually change this. So we're going to create a new page. We're going to call this feature template. Awesome. And instead of this saying goravel, we're going to call this feature or new feature. Yeah, there's been a lot of drama there. I'm still pretty active there, though. I find like the developer space, and I'm a teacher too, so I find the teaching developer space is still pretty big over there. So not done yet. Not done yet. All right, new feature. And then I think we're going to change something just over here to where is this just the actual, okay, this is all the CSS. I don't know why. Okay, no, just no. Just no. I'm going to just pull in the CDN for Tailwind because this is not production app. This is not production. We can have this. And yeah, it'll throw an error. I don't really care. So this now body goravel logo. I'm going to change it to the DEVCYCLE logo. Let me grab the DEVCYCLE logo. DEVCYCLE. Let's grab this, copy image address. Let's go back over here. I'm going to update this to that. That should work. And now I'm actually going to change this. Instead of here, I'm going to call it DEVCYCLE. DEVCYCLE, we're going to have this set up as, I'm actually going to change this name to DEVCYCLE. So DEVCYCLE, DEVCYCLE, and then DEVCYCLE, oh goodness, DEVCYCLE. So now if I cancel this and rebuild, how was your snack? What's your snack? Was it good? Oh, the purrs. She's happy. All right, we're going to refresh this. Feature is going to be gone. DEVCYCLE is going to be here. And DEVCYCLE.temple, is that not a file? Response view, version. That's weird. View make. It's just like a loading error. Okay, what am I seeing here? Let's look in our console. That shouldn't throw that big of an error. What's going on here? Oh, that's why, because I need to actually define this as something different. So we're going to define this as DEVCYCLE.temple. Hey kid, not electronics, please. Sorry. All right, and now I need to rebuild this again. Also never really figured out how to use it. It doesn't always make sense to me how to use X. I'm sure it's not hard, but it's not something I use that often. How are you chatting on X? I don't even think you could chat on X right now. I'm pretty sure I'm seeing Stan on all three platforms here, and Slurpee over here. Interesting. All right. DEVCYCLE temple, that should be good. Let's close this, go run. And now if I refresh this page, it should. Hey, don't lick electronics, you silly. Yeah, there we go. So we got our DEVCYCLE logo there. Ooh, it doesn't like, this is going to stay dark. This is fine. I'm not super worried about this. Unless, do we have a dark mode version of this? I think we do over in docs.devcycle.com. I think it might be, yeah, it's actually both. So let's actually grab that instead. Yeah, Pro at X. Let's grab this image, DEVCYCLE docs, current source. Okay, we're going to grab this because I actually made this in both zones or in both modes. Okay, we're going to rebuild this again. Close this. Okay, I love it's like, here's a warning, but don't worry about it. New feature. Oh, but it's not finding it as dark mode. Interesting. Does it actually switch them when it's in dark mode? Hold on. Dark mode. It does. Interesting. All right. Well, we're going to stay in dark mode for today, so we'll we'll actually do that. We'll keep this one, the one that you can't see now. And we're going to call this DEVCYCLE as our page name. DEVCYCLE. Save that. And awesome. Save that. And let's rebuild. Okay, let's see. Oh, there we go. Okay, I think it's back now. I'm interested in seeing all these things in the console. This is unexpected for me. Like, there's a lot of stuff in the console. Holy moly. Okay, here we go. Yeah, sick. Okay, so now we actually got our logo there. Got to go now. Follow it here on Twitch. See if you live. Yeah, please drop by. I'm back every Friday. I'm here same time every Friday. Also stream all the time. So yeah, just stay tuned. Join our Discord community if you're interested in knowing what's going on. Here is the link. Yeah, bit.ly/DevCycle Discord. I'm hanging out there all the time if you're interested. Oh yeah, all the time. Our company, yeah, like all of our company stuff is on Discord. That's where we engage with our community. Yeah, I'll drop it here. bit.ly/DevCycle Discord. I think that'll bring you there. That should bring everybody there. bit.ly/DevCycle Discord. Yeah, that'll bring you through to there. Yeah, join. Feel free to say hello. All right, we're at 2:25. So we've got 35 minutes or so left. We got in here. We've got this added. We've got a new feature. So I'm good. I'm happy with this. So now let's start to add a feature flag. So I'm going to go to our docs, our OpenFeature stuff. So first thing I need to do is install the Go SDK and DEVCYCLE provider. So I'm going to do literally this. And we're going to cancel this. Oh, Control C. There we go. And then I'm going to go paste. So we're going to install the DEVCYCLE Go SDK. Things are going well so far. That was nice and fast. Okay, so we're good there. So now initialize the DEVCYCLE SDK and set the DEVCYCLE provider as the, okay, let me just copy all of this. Evaluate a variable. I think it's already showing me how to evaluate a variable. Oh no, this is all initialization stuff. Okay, I actually want to go into app.devcycle.com. Hey, I know. I'm going to be done on the stream in a bit. You're going to be okay for now. Okay, so let's go into our feature. Actually, I'll do it in my test feature because I've already got stuff in here. I'm sorry for the dark mode. There is a dark mode in here though. We have an SDK install wizard now. Oh, I knew that. I knew that was coming. I didn't realize it had been released yet. Where's my opt-in? Early access. Dark mode. Swap the DEVCYCLE interface. But where do I swap it? Does it not automatically turn it on? Do I need to refresh? Enable dark mode. Oh, I need to save. There we go. Okay, let's go to features. Let's go into test. All right, see you later, Slurpee. Okay, sick. So we're in our features. We have this, close this. I actually do want to go into my code sample. I want to go OpenFeature. Okay, so this is what I need. Where do I need to put it though? So it's not going to go in here. That's already going to show. I think it'll go in here. Just tossing that at the bottom. Import package main. Okay. Import log. Import DEVCYCLE. Okay. So I'm going to pull in all of this stuff. What are you doing under there, kid? She's just under the desk. Okay. So I'm going to grab this stuff. Is that actually how you grab DEVCYCLE? I guess so. I mean, it's not throwing in errors. That's fine. Okay, so then I've grabbed all this stuff. Awesome. Function main. Route. function main. Okay, I'm gonna assume package routes. Where's main? Where's package main? Okay, we're not going to put it in here then. Yeah, okay, we're not going to put it in here. We're going to do what it said. We're going to put it in this main go thing. Okay. So we're going to grab all this stuff. I'm going to assume that this is where it's going to go and then we can use it elsewhere. Maybe I'm wrong, but we're going to find out. Okay, so we're going to grab all that stuff. Bootstrap boot, that's all related to that stuff. So function main initialize SDK. Okay, so what's this doing? Main start HTTP server select. I'm going to do this before. And I need to install Go related stuff. I have a suspicion. All right. So we've got our Go stuff now. All right. You good down there? She just woke up. She's been sleeping all day. Okay, so we've got this installed. Or set up, I think. Hold on. Yes. Oh, yes, we were installing the actual extensions. That's why. So now I need to go back here, and I think it should, if I format this now, it should act. There we go. That's what I was hoping for. Okay, so I've got all this stuff. Good. DEVCYCLE client. We've got our server key, which we're actually going to grab from. Do we need our full server key? Development server key. Nah, you're okay, kiddo. We're going to grab our server key. I should do a mobile thing one of these days. I'm going to grab that and put it in there. And options. Failed to connect. Saving main Go. Getting code actions from Go. I have no idea what that means. New terminal. Where's my terminal? New terminal. I want to go back over here. Cancel. Okay, let's try running this again. Get run. Hey, not the electronics, my kid. I'm going to have to move some stuff in front of you. Where did I put it? Oh, there it is. So my desk has got all of the, has got my power bar right beside it, and she loves the power bar. Okay, so this is here. Okay, what did we get as our, okay, good. So that seems to be running. But how do you console log? Oh, print in variable test is enabled. So if I refresh this, will it do that? But your environment is, oh, variable test is enabled. Okay, it did it before. Okay, so test is enabled. Wait, did I have a test variable in this project? No way. Did I? Yeah, this is the one I just grabbed the key for, right? I don't think I actually do. Yeah, I don't have a test. That's wrong. And what key am I using? No, maybe I'm grabbing the wrong key. Key? No, I want to go. No, it's leaf. Features. Oh, that's right. Yes, because this is feature. Yes. Okay, so I do. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so then let's change that to off. Let's change targeting to off. Save it. Go in here. Close this. Run it. And now I should get false. Yeah, enable, disabled. Sick. Okay, this is what I was looking for. So, okay, this flag is working. Okay, so what's happening here? So we're pulling in all this stuff. Great. So we're setting our options, cloud bucketing false, edge-db false, flushing, polling, DevCycle client. So we're feeding in the options, set error OpenFeature, set providers. This is OpenFeature, new client DevCycle, your user ID, new evaluation context, your user ID. Oh, because I guess I'm not feeding in an actual like user object right now. I'm literally just feeding in a user ID, which I can target on later, I guess, but very valid. Okay, so I want to pass this stuff. How do you pass a variable? Pass a variable. Oh, hey. What? Do you want to say hello? Hey. She's having a bit of a day. She's an old lady. I know. There you go. There you go. I'm going to steal my headphones back, though, kiddo. Whoa. All right, we're going to go mute for a second. I gotta, having a cat day today. Let's mute here for a second. All right. So, what was I trying to figure out? Oh, pass a variable between modules in Go. Passing a variables to a Golang package. Import my other package. Var bucket package init bucket. Global variables, that's what I want. Global variables in Go. How to declare global variables? Package main var global var int 42. Okay. DevCycle client. I feel like I want to use DevCycle client. Oh no, I just want to use client. So where do I define that? Okay, in main. Let global var. Can I do it after the import? Let client. How do I set a global variable? Okay, what if I just do var test client? Yeah. Is that it? Equals null? Why is that throwing an error? Null compiler. Let's see if that works. What is this throwing error for me throwing here? Client is unused. Var client. Maybe I can use client elsewhere? I don't know. Let's see if I can use it over here. What did I do here? Can I use variable value elsewhere? I might be able to. Maybe it's just the way that I'm. If variable value. And then I'll just actually call it in this web routes thing. I'm going to call it here. Okay, so it's not view problem, undefined variable value. So how do I import from that other source? Hey, not right now. No, down you go. Okay, so I need to import, I need a global variable. How would I set global variable int? Global variable. outside main. Use Go variable outside of main. I'm going to turn to Mr. GPT in just a minute, but non-declarative student body is a code to put variables outside your main. Variable scoping. Main values, print values, main. Local scope. You are really wanting to be part of the conversation, hey? Shadow variables. All right. Oh. All right. So I realize I've like gone off camera. I've got a kitty cat that does not want to chill out. Hey, you're okay for right now. Yeah, you are. Woo. I know you really want to be with me right now, but it can't happen. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Do I need to go turn the map back on for you? Let me go turn. I'm going to go turn her map back on. Hey, oh, it's already on. All right, we're going to go over to our good friend ChatGPT for a second. Let's see where this opens up. Okay, awesome. So it's not going to be on screen, which is good. All right, so I'm going to say I have a variable in main.go that I want to use in another Go file. How? There might be a way to do this. I'm just like within the framework, but let's see what ChatGPT says. Export a variable, var my variable, in package main, import fmt, access the variable and go with the same within the same package. Import fmt. My variable. I mean, let's see. Import fmt. I mean, so technically this should work. Var. I just got to call it var, I think. Var client. Var client equals. I'm just not sure what. Kid. I know you want to be here, but it's not going to happen right now, okay? I'm sorry. I love you very much. Okay, what is this giving me? Expected type found. Is that actually an error though? Object? What are the types? Types in Go. Type system overview. Int, float, complex, Boolean, string. Numeric types, container, channel. Maybe I don't need it. Maybe maybe that's saying universal type. I don't know. I wonder. Var client. What if I use client over here now? What if I use client here? Is it gonna find it? I wonder. I mean, we'll see. It'll throw an error if it doesn't. Undefined client, yeah. Okay, where is that coming in from? Oh, maybe it's because it's package main. Maybe I did want to call it in here. Can you pass between? I want to pass between package main and package routes. See what it comes up with. Structure your project. Okay. Export values or functions. Get var route home. Import and use. Oh, okay. So I might just need to import there. Import main. I'll just say main. Wait, what? Hold on. Main. Why is it removing main? I want to use main variable in route. If you want to package, such package routes, if you consider it passes variables as arguments, routes, main. Okay, app config, import, adjust the import path. So import fmt, config string, print in config, using config. Maybe it's not possible. Maybe I do need to do it there. Yeah, like I want global variables. Config, no. I want to use a main package. So I'm looking at this on another screen and it's like package import, print routes config. For example, if you have a configuration in main Go that routes needs to use, pass it through function parameters. Function that accepts a parameter. In main, import. So this is saying like, if you're on and know the answer to this question, by the way, if you're in chat and know the answer to this, I've actually lost the chat window. There it is. I'm very curious. So main, import. I don't need to import there. I need to use over here. But it's saying that I shouldn't have to, right? Hold on. What is it saying? Function? Print route? I mean, I'll try. I think it's going to throw the same error. Print route, but it's not being called. Expected. What was I going to call this? Client? I don't think this is going to work. So maybe I need to understand the structure of this better. So routes are in there. Main is in here. How are they passing stuff? They've got to be passing stuff. Bootstrap boot. Where'd she go? See where she went. We're having one of those days today. Oh, she's right over there. You're okay. I'm just checking on how you are. Okay. Okay, so we fixed this. We actually want to undo what I've done here because I want it to be what it was before. There's just, yeah, like, is there a global variables between packages in Golang? Any variable declared outside of a function in Go can be accessed by any function within the same package and is referred to as a global variable. Okay, if a global variable is declared with a lowercase first letter, will have a limited scope. only visible if it's declared however. However, if it is declared with an uppercase first letter, why does Go use outside the package as well as per Go's scoping rules? Okay, so what if I call this client? Client. Client, can I use that in here now? View problem. Not yet. Do I need to call it var? Var client equals. We'll see. Can I use it now? Expected declaration. Can I use it here? Undeclared name. Okay, how do I import? Okay, so I want to pass it to there. I want to pass from main to routes only. Move as a package main to package routes without creating a shared package. Plus routes to direct function methods. Okay, how? Pass the variable package main in your main Go. You pass the variable and calling the function package route. Adjust the import path. Yeah, but why would I need to import anything into main? Your package into main is a Go program essential, particularly when your application grows beyond simple scripts. But I am using something from main in routes, not the other way around. Maybe this is a Go specific thing. Or something to find package from within package route, and the approach changes to package main is designed to orchestrate other packages intended to be imported by them. Good. And Go package. Okay. Create a package name config. Okay, that's fine. No, I don't want to do that. There's no way that makes sense. Do I really need to create holds? Okay, well, let me see if this is true. I don't think this is true, but I'm going to see if it is. Config app Go. No way. Well, that's frustrating. Okay, so I'm going to create a config. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to create a DEVCYCLE or an OpenFeature config, new file, OpenFeature.go. And we're going to call this package config. Package config. Let me just copy one. Config. Great. Okay. Is there like a simple one here? Q mail. It's the simplest one here. Yeah, I like this. OpenFeature. Okay, so we're going to pull in all this stuff, and then in init, we're going to run the stuff that we actually currently have over here. I'm going to pull all of this stuff. Let's go back to the basics with this. Yeah, we don't want any of that stuff in there. Okay, we're back to that before. So now in here, code sample, curl, go open feature, copy this. Okay, actually, package main. Okay, we need all of these things. We're going to call them all in here. Nope, not in there. We're going to call those over in open feature. Nope. Oh. Okay, we're going to do all of these imports here. Okay, good. Oh, wait, what? Why did that throw an error? Import is DEVCYCLE not used a compiler. Is imported as DEVCYCLE not used to? Oh, so I can't save it yet? Okay. Config, facades config add, OpenFeature. Okay, and now I get it. It's removing stuff, just doing it too early. So now it shouldn't remove it. Okay, well, I mean, it's good. It's good that it's removing stuff that's unneeded. Okay, so that's all good. I do actually need to grab the server key again. Server key for development. Great. Okay, that's all good. Okay, so config advanced. Okay, default config add OpenFeature. Default. I don't want to map anything. Can I just set this as variable value? Okay, no error yet. That's good. So do not need this stuff anymore. Okay. I don't need this stuff anymore. Great. Amazing. So now config dot app go. That's a config. These are all in the config. OpenFeature. Config dot. In here, we're grabbing config dot boot. Goravel config. Okay. Okay, fine. Can I just do config then? Can I just use config here? Oh, config dot OpenFeature. What's it expecting? Undefined config. Package config. Facades. Add HTTP. Default. HTTP.default. Gin. Maybe I can find gin somewhere. Maybe one that's less common. Logging. Let's see if we can find this. Okay, logging. Go sum, no. Go mod, no. Config stuff. So here we're pulling things in. Maybe this isn't what I wanted. Where's chat right now? Anybody here watching still? Database stuff. Okay, this is all packages, facade. Add config to application. How do I use config? Goravel custom config. No, Goravel. Custom properties? No. Logging. Facades log. Okay, so am I just calling facades? Facades log. Request controllers. Is it maybe controllers that I need to be worrying about? Okay, we're going to go a little bit longer than the 2 hours because I do want to figure this out because we're almost there. So it's not a config that I need to create. Felt like it was, but it's not. Controller, context, response, view, maybe a middleware. Can I do middleware here? Middleware. Do they give me middleware stuff? Middleware, there we go. I can create my own middleware. Create middleware by command. Okay, we're gonna create middleware. That's what we're gonna do here. There's something to what I'm doing here, but it's not getting me where I want to. And I don't know why I'm not just doing it. Oh, why did I call it cores? I don't want to call it cores. Rename OpenFeature. Feature. Okay, and I'm going to call this OpenFeature. Okay, what do I need to do now? If you want to apply middleware for every HTTP, you only need to register middleware in the middleware app kernel middleware. Cores. This is very much like what you do in Laravel. How do I add it though? Return HTTP middleware cores. What did it say? Okay, and then in there, middleware. Open feature. Yes. Okay. And I'm guessing I need to import middleware. Ooh, where does it say? Import middleware. Okay, I don't hate this. Now that I'm like a couple hours, well, now that I'm like an hour in. Is it not finding it though? Undefined middleware. It was just open feature, like lowercase. I'm just going to call it without a second capital in there for now. And then middleware. Okay, I do it there. HTTP kernel. Yes, 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 yes. Assigning middleware for routing. Okay, this is actually where I wanted it. I don't want it to be every call. Okay, I actually want to go to routes. So I was in the right place. I was just doing it wrong. OpenFeature, routes, web, DEVCYCLE, middleware. Where's the middleware that I'm putting it through? Facades, route, middleware. So this is where it should be going into. Middleware. That's going to be a middleware open feature. It's probably going to throw an error there. Nope. Okay, that's good. And then I need to do this. And then this. And then this. Okay, good. Okay, it doesn't find that. Did it register that somewhere? No. Main, no, nothing in there. So I think I can clear that, discard changes. That I'm going to end up having to view problem. Undefined. What are you talking about? I think you're wrong. Undefined middleware course. Did I? Hold on. guess I've got to delete permanently, delete middleware, open feature. Oh. Try this again. Okay. So now it's created open feature. Resources, routes, web go. Okay, but where is the middleware? Oh, weird. Underscore. I guess that's not that weird. Okay, good. Open feature, good. And now I should be able to go back in here. And I should be able to do this. Okay, and then middleware. Again, this is like a read the doc situation. I was like trying to do this whole thing of like importing things, and I did not need to import anything. Still not finding. Is it open feature now? What does it show up as in here? Why though? Why though? Register. If you want to apply middleware to every you'll need to register middleware. You can register the middleware for separate routes separately. Create middleware by command. What does this one do? I feel like that creates it in a folder. Define middleware. Request next. Okay, all of that makes sense. Custom middleware, though. You can find your own middleware in the directory structure as follows. Middleware, middleware. Do I need to change something here? There's some middleware available, so those ones are available. Do I need to like clear a cache or something? I wonder. Yeah, like why is it not finding it? Undeclared imported name. What if I try and go run? Undefined. Undefined middleware open feature. Goravel. Goravel. I wonder if it'll find it in here. Goravel, GitHub. Goravel. Can close that for now. Issues. Middleware. Doesn't need to be open. Goravel installation process, CSRF token. Some optimization, support package. Okay, why? It's literally in here. Why? Framework middleware. So that's looking for middleware there. Undefined, undeclared imported name. Undeclared imported name. Sure, let's go there. Undeclared imported name. Is this related to this? No, this is fine. If you're here and you understand where I've gone wrong here, config files, key generate, JWT secret, compile. Do I need to compile? Static compilation, go build. Directory structure, middleware. This is the thing that's really throwing me. Do I need to compile? Go build? Oh no, this is all just like, I don't think I need to compile. I think it should update installation. Go run. I think it should just be working. Can I do like cache clear validation, artisan console cache? No, that's the wrong cache thing. Artisan console. Artisan list. Maybe there's a caching issue here. Oh my goodness. Get over it. So make, migrate, publish. Oh, cache clear. Okay, let's try it now. Let's undo what we just did there. Why? Why? Middleware. Goravel custom middleware. Okay, example app. Are you having middleware in here? Providers. Middleware. Open tracing, okay. Can I look for open tracing? Open tracing. Okay, that's in there, fine. Great, go. Open tracing, yes. Where are you actually using that? Middleware. Oh, is this just global middleware? Middleware dot, what was it declared as? Assign middleware for routing. Middleware dot. Middleware dot. JWT, get JWT. JWT controller. Okay, but that makes sense. App HTTP middleware. Is that what it is? Oh, God. Now I get it. This is the problem. And now it's going to find it, and now it's going to run. Great, and now it's going to run. Still here. Great, and I'm going to set a... we're going to get there in the 2.5 hour mark, so I'm feeling good about this. I also don't want that space in there. Do I need this space here? I feel like I don't. Oh, all right, it's all right. So then we're there. Okay, and then I want to pull all of this stuff over into this middleware. Okay, and then I need to pull all this stuff into here. And then I need to pull basically all of this stuff that I did in here. Except for this. Yeah, just this. I don't need this. Delete permanently, delete. Open feature. Okay, and then in here, Okay, good. We got FMT, DEVCYCLE. Oh, and it deleted the DEVCYCLE stuff. Of course it did. Don't love that. I think that'll do it. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now if I close that and run, getting an error. Okay, that's good. So now when I load that, it should do disabled. And then when I load again, it should do the same thing. Okay, so that's running now. And now let's take a look at the middleware. Do they give an example here? What was status? If variable value, else return next. Okay. Okay, close that. Okay, so let's see now. So this is set to false. So when I run this again, this should throw an error now. Variable value equals false. True. Test, yes. Variable value. Should omit comparison because we want to variable value. If variable value. How do I FMT print? Is it FMT print? FMT print. Hello? I had an example. Where'd it go? Keep closing things. Go, 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 go. Print in. All right. Print in. There we go. All right. Let's see if this does it. Disabled. Okay, let's close this. Try this again. Go run. Okay. And let's see. Is disabled, so it's showing up abort with status. Abort with status not working? What if not variable value? Return is disabled, enabled. Next. Dot. Next. Perfect. Okay, let's try this. Perfect. Test is disabled. Why is it not aborting? Did I not pull in CTX? CTX? Oh, CTX is coming in through there. Okay, let's get an example here. Return function. CTX context. method origin, if method equals option, abort with that. Is it just the else thing? Maybe that's it. Try that. Okay, why? Oh, 204 error. What's 204 error? 204 error. 404 error. With status 404. Okay, good. Are we running? Sick. Okay, but if I go back to the base, I can get in. Okay, DEVCYCLE. Getting a 404. That's what I like. And now I should be able to change the targeting rule here. Variation on. And now, not too bad. Wait. But wait, why? Wait, hold on. Did I change something in here? Oh, DEVCYCLE. Okay, so now it should show the DEVCYCLE one. Okay, so here, and then if we change this again, give it a second. There we go. We're going to get a 404. Do you get 404 pages? Custom 404 pages. Goravel. I mean, it's working now. I'm pretty happy about that. Oh, shit. All right. All right. All right. All right, give me 1 second, folks. I am doing well. I'm actually just finishing up, though. All right. So I think we're actually going to call it from there for now. So welcome. If you've just come in, welcome, Sierra. But I'm actually just heading out for today. Yeah, so today we were just going through, we're adding OpenFeature to a goravel project. We actually got it working, which I'm pretty psyched about. Yeah, so I'm really excited. Thank you for those of you who stuck around. I really appreciate y'all for being here. If you liked what you saw today, we will be back in... We'll be back in a week. So we'll be back here next Friday for another edition of Does It Toggle? Of course, we'll be back with some other streams next week as well. But stay tuned over on the DEVCYCLE Discord for more information about that. So I think with that, I'm going to say farewell. Thank you all for sticking around and watching. If you want to find us on our DEVCYCLE Discord, the link is down below. So for now, we'll say farewell, but we'll see you next week, and we will see you around the DEVCYCLE community. Bye-bye.
Don't go in there. They're having the let's try to figure out what customers want meeting again. It's gotten a little weird. Signups are strong, but adoption of key features remains stagnant. What do you do?
We gotta merge that PR. Yeah, we have to. That's our only choice. Okay. We cast merge on the PR for the new dashboard. Oh no.
Your actions have caused the company to go viral for the wrong reason.
God.
Oh no, what do we do?
Roll for initiative.
I can't do that.
New features shouldn't be left to a roll of the dice. Use DEVCYCLE to ship with low risk and instant rollbacks. Unrolls, re-rolls. How do we make this into a dice pun?